welcome to Desk-Based Pilates. This workout is designed to be just 10 minutes long, easy for you to do at any desk space, and designed to uncurl the spine, reset the posture, and wake up those muscles that get really dormant in our neck, shoulders, and glutes. So starting facing your desk space, I'm going to place my hands on top, and this is just going to give my hands a bit of support and guidance for going. First of all, let's set our spine. So coming from your slumped position, set your pelvis neutral. So by that I mean sitting on top of your sit bones, and make sure the neck is nice and long. We're going to start with some shoulder blade glides. So keeping my body still, I'm just going to glide my hands forwards and then glide them back. Now you can see my elbows are staying straight, and I'm feeling my shoulder blades pinch together and draw apart. Feel the shoulders squeeze and then gently stretch them apart, sliding those fingertips away. Mind as you reach those fingers forwards that you don't drop at the chest, that you're keeping the chest nice and tall, and we're keeping them nice and long, and we're just feeling the shoulder blades connect. Okay, last two here. And then release your hands so that your shoulders are coming connecting back. We're going to release our hands by our head. So from here now, we're keeping our shoulders in line with our spine. So by that I mean that we're not rounding the shoulders forwards, we're sliding them back so they're sitting next to, imagine your spine in the middle, they're sitting next to that there. From here, let's shrug the shoulders up and down. Now you might find that one shoulder moves a little bit more, one might feel a little bit tight. Usually that dominant shoulder might feel a little bit different to your non-dominant shoulder. Okay, two more glides here. Last one. Now slide those shoulders just gently down. You don't want to drag them into your back, but just feel like the shoulder blades are connecting to the back. Exhale, let's bring those hands out. So from here, we're now going to go into a reach. So we're going to exhale, glide those hands up, and then back down again. Exhale, glide up, and back down. Now we're creating a little bit of core connection. So I'll turn sideways. As we go up with the hands, I want you to keep those ribs in. So rather than flaring with the back, keep the ribs in. Exhale, up, engage through the pelvic floor and core. Inhale, slide back. So imagine you're wiping your arms up and down the walls, up and down, like you're cleaning your windows. Slide them up, slide them down. Last two. Last one. Come out nice and wide. Let's do close the book and open. So imagine you're bringing your elbows and your hands together, not just coming with these fingertips. I want you to bring the elbows all the way together, opening up the back, then opening wide, keeping the hands in line again, that we're not going and rotating down, we're coming open, long through those hands. Last two, last one. Well done. Roll those shoulders, releasing off. Okay, let's bring our hands onto our chest. We're going to go into a spine twist. It's fantastic for stimulating not only your posture, but also your nervous system. So if you just got that 3 o'clock slump, have a few rotations, see if that perks your brain up. So we're going to exhale and twist to the side, holding for a breath in. And then breathe out, exhale and twist to the other side. Hold for the breath in. Now as I do this, I feel my spine rotating on itself, so I'm not leaning back, I'm not arching with my spine. I hold for that breath in to stretch out the ribs, and then I switch to the other side. Okay. Let's go to the left-hand side now. So I'm twisting over to the left. I'm going to let my left elbow go down to either onto the side of the seat or onto the arm of the chair. Then I'm going to reach that right arm up and over. I'm keeping my right hip planted onto the seat. I'm reaching long for those right fingertips. 3, 2, 1. Let's come back and rotate through to the other side. Elbow comes down to seat. Reach the fingertips up and over. Breath in. Breathe out. Come back to the center. Rotate. Lean and reach. Keep the core switching on. Exhale, come back down to the other side. Holding for that breath in. Breathe out and come back to the center here. Great, so our shoulders, our neck and our back should feel nice and warmed up. We're going to come up into standing now, so just popping your chair out the way so you've got a little bit of room. You can use your hands on your desk space or the back of your chair if you want to. We're just going to start by giving a little bit of mobility around the hips. So I want you to first of all come down into a little squat. Now as you squat, if you've got high heels on, you probably need to take these off. Just do this in bare feet. It's really great for the body's awareness and control. As you come down, as I glance down, I can still see my feet. My knees aren't over my toes and disappeared. They're still well in view. My lower back is still staying in that neutral. So I'm not letting that bottom ski bottoms, duck bottom out. I'm going to keep it tucked under, sitting down into my tailbone. next one, I'm going to hold this here. 3, 2, 1, and up. Great, back we go. Little squats. We've got our feet quite narrow to start with. 3, 2, 1, and up. Last one as you are. 3, 2, 1, and up. Okay, so I've got my feet hip distance apart. I'm keeping everything stacked through my line. I'm going to come back into that position now, just facing my desk. We're going to do a little bit of work to stimulate the calves and the hamstrings. So you're going to come down into your squat here. Exhale, lift the heels off the floor, bring the knees forwards and back down. So we're not up and down here, we're folding forwards and back down. And down. Keep the shoulders. If you're touching the desk, try not to lean over into it, keep nice and tall. So if somebody's looking across the office at you, they shouldn't be able to see you bobbing up and down. They should just see you sort of standing, hovering, knowing that you're doing Pilates. 3, 2, 1, and up. Okay, from here, let's step forwards onto our right foot. My left foot is just behind me. Standing up nice and tall, not letting myself arch or sway forwards. I'm going to do a little hamstring curl. So I'm just lifting up. Now you might like to take your heel all the way up towards your bottom. You might find that just a little lift on and off. We want some activation here at the back of the leg. Now I'll show you from the front. As I do this, my foot isn't coming out to the side, my knees aren't knocking together. I'm keeping some nice stability over this hip, so I'm not dropping here and spiraling. I'm being really active, really purposeful in my movement. Okay, so nice slow movement. We're going to finish this with some nice little fast kicks, which we call hamstring tantrums. So when you're ready, off you go. 5 little kicks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Okay, other side. Tap and tap. Now when we do things really purposely and really controlled, it's actually, we start to be aware of how our movement maybe has adapted from our sitting and from our daily activities. We might find that actually one hip is a bit lazy and we have to switch it on. We have to keep controlled in our ribs and our shoulders, standing up nice and tall. Okay, we've got those 5 quick pulses coming up. Are you ready? Off we go. 5 quick pulses. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Okay, we're going to now walk our hips back, allowing ourselves to rest forward on our desk, having a nice stretch through the hamstrings. You might like to bend one knee, stretch a bit more on one side, staying there for 10 seconds. And then switching over into the other side. When you're ready, come back up into the centre. Okay, last thing, as long as you haven't got any clothing on that's going to restrict you, I want you to step your feet out nice and wide. So I'm turning my toes out like a ballerina. I'm going nice and wide. You can do this standing facing the desk. I'm going to face you. And we're just going to go into some plie squats, wakes up the hips, stimulates the core, gets the glutes and the pelvic floor going. So squat down and up. Use the desk to support you. Now, we're going to use this to challenge our inner core, so our deep core, and we're going to use our pelvic floor to support us to this. And when you get to the bottom of your squat here, your knees should be wide, so they're not dropping forward. Send them wide, tuck your bottom under. We'll just squeeze that pelvic floor, breathe out to come back up. So we go down, breathe out, well done. So we're using the pelvic floor to support at the bottom of the movement. Okay, 3 more. When you're ready, come down here, 3 little pulses, 3, 2, 1, and up. Down we go. 3, 2, 1, and up. Last one. 3, 2, 1, and up. Okay, gently step those feet in. Well done. All of those postures are designed to unpick that pattern of rolled shoulders, slumped lower back, crossing the legs that we know we all do when we're sitting, and flex spine. So hopefully you're feeling a bit more awake, taller, and ready to carry on with your day.